The Eclipse ain't just the priciest yacht out there, but it's also the most secured. This bad boy costs $1.5 billion and looks like it's part naval warship, part bougie cruise liner. Ain't no one gonna mess with this floating fortress thanks to its top-of-the-line missile defense system and bulletproof glass. Pirates wouldn't even dare to try and touch this impenetrable mega yacht. If you're a billionaire and want to feel safe at sea, there's no better option. And let me tell you, it ain't just safe, it's also lit. Eclipse got a pool that turns into a dance floor and a mini sub for exploring reefs. And here's a look at the opulent and indestructible Eclipse Super Yacht. This super yacht is the real deal. People just start tripping when they see this $1.5 billion floating palace rolling into port. Ain't no way to describe it but jaw-dropping. Only ballers with crazy bank can afford to rent this bad boy, and its owner is one of the wealthiest peeps out there. It took Blohm Voss, a German shipbuilding company, 5 whole years to build this beast. But once it was done, it was breaking records left and right. In 2009, it was the longest yacht in the world, measuring 165.2 meters. Now it got beat out by the Azam Mega Yacht, which is 179.7 meters long, but Eclipse is still the most expensive yacht on the planet. If you want to flex with a charter Eclipse for a week, you better have $2 million ready to throw down. This yacht costs a whopping $75 million per year just to keep it running with its 4 diesel engines pumping out 39,700 horsepower and a top speed of 22 knots. And don't forget about the fuel, cause it's gonna cost you $3 grand an hour just to keep this beauty moving. With a crew of 70, docking fees alone can run you as much as $350K. But damn, the Eclipse is one fine vessel with a stylish Art Deco interior designed by rockstar yacht architect Terrence Disdale. This mega yacht is all about function, practicality, and elegance, with an ultra-modern stabilization system that makes for smooth sailing. And the teak wood on all 9 decks shines bright in the sunlight. If you catch the Eclipse docked in Monaco or the French Riviera, you might think you're seeing things because this baby is straight up luxurious. It's a billionaire's playground and the ultimate party ship with all the high-class amenities you could ever dream of. It's a fortress on the water, so secure that only a select few can even get near it. And the owner, he's a billionaire, balling with his own helicopters that he can land on not 1, but 2 helipads. And get this, the yacht can hold 3 choppers at once. One even goes in the garage on the top deck. The cabins on this ship ain't just stylish, they're luxurious. I'm talking 5-star hotels looking like hovels compared to what's on the Eclipse. With 17 guest cabins and 1 master suite that's straight up elegant, 36 guests can chill in style. And the crew treats the guests like royalty, pampering them every step of the way. But let me tell you about the real deal. Each cabin has a private 6-foot home cinema screen, a jacuzzi, and even a private spa. And don't forget the specialized security systems. Guests on this yacht can kick back and relax, knowing they're always protected. The master suite has bulletproof glass surrounding the whole damn thing. And that's not all. The bridge has the same heavy-duty glass too. But you know what? That kind of protection ain't cheap. It costs $10 million, man. But don't think for a second that billionaires get bored on the Eclipse. This mega yacht is packed with all kinds of entertainment. A gym, a beauty salon, and a first-class beach club? Check. 2 swimming pools? Check. And get this, one of them is a massive 16-meter pool that turns into a dance floor. And there's even a disco club on the first level of the yacht. You know these billionaires love to party, and when it's time to chill out, there are plenty of spots to do it. Guests can soak up the sun on the sun deck, kick back in the atrium, or chow down on some world-class grub in the dining hall. This yacht is a revelation. The Eclipse is one of the most advanced vessels out there. We're talking top-notch security and safety features that you usually only find on naval ships, motion sensors all around, and a $50 million anti-ballistic missile defense system. And that missile defense system is just the first line of defense. If a missile somehow gets through, the billionaire on board can escape to safety with the ship's escape pod. But it ain't your ordinary escape pod. It's a high-tech 2-person mini submarine, and it ain't just for emergencies. You can use it to explore coral reefs and nearby islands too. It's like a toy and an escape vehicle in one. But this mini sub ain't just for play. It can reach depths of up to 150 meters, making it perfect for observing marine life and exploring nearby islands. The Eclipse ain't just a yacht. The Eclipse is decked out with 3 launch boats that'll get you and your crew to some nearby beaches for a straight-up baller beach party and some top-notch dining. But that ain't even the best part, you hear? This yacht got an anti-paparazzi system that's on some sci-fi-ish. They call it a laser shield. It shoots out infrared beams that sniff out them electronic sensors on them digital cameras the paparazzi use. And if they try to snap some shots, the laser shield focuses its beam and destroys the photo. The Eclipse is owned by a Russian billionaire named Roman Abramovich, who dropped $500 million to build it to his exact specs in 2010. But if you got the cash, you can rent it out and live like a boss. It's worth $1.5 billion, and that's a baller investment. investment if you ask me. With that kind of cash, it ain't no surprise that Abramovich decked it out with all kinds of security features. This dude is the 10th richest player in Russia and is worth around $19 billion. He's most famous for owning the Premier League football club Chelsea FC, but let me tell you, he's got a thing for yachts too. Homeboys own more boats than I can count, and at one point, he had a private fleet worth over $3 billion. Other billionaires were envious of him. But hey, when you got a yacht as sweet as the Eclipse, why even bother with other boats? Abramovich once owned a small yacht called Susuro that was only 50 meters long and worth $113 million. But that's chump change to this dude. Unfortunately, he lost that boat in a divorce settlement. But when you got money like this guy, I don't think he's gonna lose any sleep over it. This Abramovich dude is one filthy rich Russian billionaire. He owned a yacht called Ecstasy that cost a cool $120 million. And let me tell you, it's one of the fastest boats in the world. Dude had it built to his exact specifications, no surprise there. But get this, he sold it to the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi before taking ownership of the Eclipse. That ain't all. This guy used to own a mega yacht called Luna that cost a whopping $298 million. This 115-meter monstrosity has not one, but two helipads and was built by Lloyd Wharf at Staubau Nord shipyard. It's the second largest expedition yacht in the world, and rumor has it, Abramovich sold it to his close friend back in 2014. Then there's the Polaris, a sleek $300 million yacht that Abramovich bought back in 2003. This yacht is optimized for long-distance cruising and can travel up to 6,000 nautical miles at 16 knots in one go. But now, some Hong Kong businessman named Samuel Tockley reportedly owns it. The most expensive super yacht in the world is the Eclipse. But did you know there were rumors of a super yacht worth a mind-blowing $4.8 billion? The History Supreme was supposed to be plated in gold and platinum and even had rare meteorites and dinosaur bones in the cabins. Crazy, right? But turns out it was all a hoax. I mean, dinosaur bones? Really? Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you like all things rich, please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.